Coach, big meet of the year, liberal arts last weekend. A lot of things to talk about. I don't have to ask a heck of a lot of questions. Just go.
Yeah, it was a pretty phenomenal weekend. The girls swept every event. Not sure, but we're looking into it, but I'm pretty sure that's the first time in history that a team has swept every single event. We had a lot of B cuts. I think in the meet in general, there was 10 B cuts made. Most of them were from our girls team. We had some of the most outstanding swims that I've ever seen on both men and women. Things that jump out at me are our 200 medley relay is now ranked 6th in the nation, and so their girls are going to nationals, and we're pretty pumped about that. They swam an amazing relay. 400 medley relay is way up there too for the women. The guys, the one race that I think really sticks out for all the guys is David Carey's 400 IM. Just out of nowhere, he won the event, and he was pretty pumped up for it. And we had some great swims on the guys' side. The relays were really strong. Jason Orvis had a great meet. Sam Weinberg had a great meet. And then the girls' side, pretty much you pick an event, we won it, and Jackie Hughes, a freshman, really just came out strong. And she won all her events, and obviously Claire just did a phenomenal job. Her 500 time, she dropped another 4 seconds, I believe, and she's now ranked top 10 in the nation in her 500. Still second in her 100 back and 200 back. So all in all, it was just it was an incredible weekend. All 12 cylinders firing away. Had a lot of good compliments from other coaches about how great our team looked, and good sportsmen, the whole thing. So very proud of the team.
So all in all, you really couldn't have asked for a heck of a lot more out of this weekend, could you?
No, and there's some things we got to go back and look at, for next year. Got some big shoes to fill, got a big senior class graduating. So we'll just hammer down the recruiting and prepare us now for next year. And obviously another 4 girls, Lexi Sharmer, Claire Slagle, Emily Anderson's freshman, and Erin Connolly. Those are the 4 girls on the relay. They're going to start their retaper right now for nationals, and just get prepared.
And the ones that are going on to the national meet, talk about what they do this time of year, what type of training, what type of practice schedule they're going to be on.
Yeah, it's a little bit different. A lot of people think you just, you got to bump them way up and get back into the yards and stuff, and that's really not true. You just kind of get them to a point where it's sustained. They kind of hit the weight room, but it's more of a moderate lifting. You can't really hit them hard again because their bodies won't adjust correctly. So it's more of holding a taper with a little bit of stress on the body, not too much. So we just bring them up, and then nationals are the 18th through the 22nd.
Great weekend in the pool, but the divers, they kind of kept the standard the rest of the team set in the pool this weekend.
Yeah,
correct?
They did. Zoe qualified again for regionals. She made the qualifying score on both boards, 1 and 3 meter. What was a really big shock was Brandy Sherman. She made nationals on 1 meter, so she gets to go dive at regionals with Zoe. And their meet is the 28th and March 1st. And so basically what that happens with them is they're going to go there and dive, and then by rankings, I know that if you win the meet, you get to go to nationals, but then they just take the top 24 in the nation. So that's their next progression. And then the girls, obviously retapering for nationals. Basically, we're just going to go through and rebuild them up. It's kind of a different format, but they'll just prepare them, put a little bit more stress on their body, bring them back down, and then they're going to be ready to go for nationals.